Gotcha.
So, Cam, how do you feel about commitment? The dramatic guy. Dun dun dun.
Commitment is not one of my strong points
Mm.
in relationships. I have been known to chuck deuces very quickly,
Mm.
to not stick it out through trials and obstacles. That is something I'm working on currently because I'm learning that marriage is not a wedding day. Marriage is a culmination of days after the wedding. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think a lot of women want a wedding day. And I think that's what I thought. Like, I want a wedding day. But I'm learning that marriage is when you're sick, is when you got morning breath, is when you stink and you just left your socks on the floor and I just cleaned up the floor. Like, that's marriage, and being able to exist beyond that. It's when I have to be like Jesus and you get on my nerves. You know, it's all of that. And so I'm learning how to commit better. I'm learning the importance of committing because of God's commitment to us. Like, when we don't get it right, He still stays faithful. He still stays the same. He's still in covenant with us. And so I'm learning how to apply that to a relationship now.
Now I did good because I didn't cut her off.
Yes, let's amen.
I know,
Because
right?
every week he cuts me off.
But she has a tendency to give y'all the politically correct answer of what she wants y'all to hear, because she skipped over a big portion. She went from, yeah, that's my struggle, this is what I've learned, but I think people need to be healed, and they need to say, why do you have that commitment issue, or why was that a struggle for you?
Really? Okay.
I'm just saying.
Did I make you pull out? It's cool.
We
can talk to the people.
Yeah, we can. I thought we trying to help them.
I'll talk to the people. I'll put my laundry out there.
Viewer discretion advised.
You know, things get messed up. When things get messed up for you as a young child, that's the framework for your life until Jesus comes in and shows you that there is a different way. And so for me, being molested as a young girl and learning how to keep it moving, like, you don't dwell on this, like, just keep it moving, I began to adapt that in my relationships. I started applying that same I don't care attitude, I don't need you, you know, and people begin to refer to me like, you act like a dude, like, why you just kind of just, and I don't know, it became embedded in me. And so for a long time, for years, I just was that woman that was like, I don't need you, and I keep moving.
That's deep.
So,
That's deep.
yeah.
I mean, it is. I think because, you know, it's two different types of commitment. You can be overly committed, which ruins a relationship, and you can be and it's not wanting to commit. When I know people say, how can you be overly committed? Well, like for me, sometimes I can, because of my insecurities do one or two things. With my insecurities, because I haven't had a lot of people stick by my side. I, had a lot of people bail out on me. Father was an alcoholic. He wasn't there. Seeing my mom be hurt in relationships and her being committed, for me, is why I became so antisocial. It's why I don't let a lot of people in my circle. It's why people feel like I abandoned them, not because I don't want to be committed to them. It's just that I would rather commit to people that I know won't go nowhere. So it's just few. And with me, sometimes when you get into a relationship, you can be overly committed. You can do things to try to fill the void of that insecurity, and it can come off overwhelming. When it's not what you're trying to do. Is you're trying to keep this person so much because you're trying to be committed. You want them to be committed. You want to, and it starts to manifest into different things. Like, it's like I know some women that are, what you doing? You know, it's like it's come off nagging. Some guys, you know, you automatically assume the worst. Like for me, that was my biggest issue. Even though I was committed, I thought the worst. I was committed, but I would never thought you were committed. You know, so it kind of manifested in a lot of bad relationships before I got saved. But so I just pray that everybody who's watching this understands that you shouldn't have a fear of commitment if you're committed to God first. And I think we need to commit more to God than flesh, and I think that's what we do. And I you know, that's just how I take it.
And my takeaway would be something similar to that. When your commitment is to God and you're with someone who's committed to God, you don't have to worry about things that you had to worry about before, because your task is not to control that person. Your task is to make sure you're following what God has told you to do from the scriptures, and that you're praying about what that person needs to be doing, as opposed to nitpicking at everything and saying you didn't do this and why didn't you do that. And so I think trust is important. When you can just learn to trust God, it takes a lot of pressure off, and it gets things done easier. So,
well, we appreciate y'all for watching every Tuesday. We thank y'all for investing your time in us, and I want y'all to stay tuned for the Valentine's Day topic.
Most anticipated table talk yet. Y'all don't want to miss it.
So we love y'all. We pray for y'all. We hope y'all praying for us. I know I need it. So, deuces. That's Table Talk.